Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are superb distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at you, basically your whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
Hey everyone, season's greetings from all of us at Allied Laboratories. And a special thank you to our Grenville family. We are celebrating 1 year of serving you.
Fit for life and Allied Laboratories, providing quality care and expertise. Fit for life and Allied Laboratories, see our in-house doctors and our pharmacies. Get expert care and quality tests. When it comes to your health, you deserve the best. Fit for life and Allied Laboratories, we're taking care of Grenada.
Infinite Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
Gifts of love with care, bringing love for you this year. Communion showing that we care. With gifts of love with care.
It's your Gifts of Love for Cheer 2.0. 'Tis the season for holly jolly days at the communal. It's all about sharing the warmth of this season with those you love. Getting on this special loan, taking advantage of great interest rates with no principal payments until January 2023. Share the gift of love. Make it a merrier Christmas with the communal. Exciting prizes for members throughout the promotion. For we are your Santa this Christmas. Offer ends January 31st, 2023. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Batteries, batteries, batteries. All roads lead to Quality Services Limited for the best deals on batteries for all applications: cars, SUVs, pickups, buses, medium and heavy duty trucks, construction equipment, generators, boats and more. European made with the highest amps and comes with a 12 months warranty. Yes, you heard it right. 1 year with the best quality and price. Quality Services Limited for the best deals on batteries. First left of the Lansopines Road. Call 444-4323 or WhatsApp 410-8070 or 405-7010. Quality Services Limited for all batteries.
Alrighty, and we say officially welcome one and all to another Mikey Live program. People, this is where it all happens. We're talking about the good, the bad, and the Mikey. I want to say hello and welcome to those of you who are probably joining us for the first time. Where have you been so long? Of course, but we are always happy to have new viewers to the program. So welcome to the family. Folks, we have quite a bit of things to talk about on the program. Remember, this is news discussed, not told. So let's see what it is that we are talking about tonight. Broken road notice, we've put out that over the weekend, but we still need to let people know, for those of you who may have missed it. So we have a broken road notice for you, and of course the RGPF, they are to implement additional measures to curb speeding on the nation's road. And as well, entertainer remanded to His Majesty's prison. What else do we have to tell you about? The Wagiti Super Knockout tournament is moving into the final stage. In fact, we'll tell you who the teams are that made it to the final. We'll talk about that in a moment. And residents in Trinidad and Tobago, boy, affected by major flooding here at home. I think we got away, to be quite honest, because we had a bit of rain to deal with over the past few days as well. A rise in violence in St. Lucia is causing the police to have to adjust their strategy in fighting crime. I think they are concerned with the quantity of violent crime that this country is facing at the moment. And we have other things to tell you about, and we will. All right. Of course, we want to say thank you to our sponsors: Coats Grenada Limited, Digicel, Nawasa, the Housing Authority of Grenada, Real Value, IGA Supermarket, Superb Distributors, Infinite Contractors. We have them on board as well, and Quality Services Limited. Thank you to all our partners and sponsors. And folks, this is it right here. Now we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, it's going to be real news in Olilililolo. Now, someone who is sharing tonight's program will receive some free credit, compliments, Digicel, and of course, that person could be you. So we take this final break. It's about 40 seconds, and we're going to come back with the news. Again, if you share, you might just be that lucky person.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Alrighty, and of course we say again, welcome to another Mikey Live program. Well, yeah, where it all happens. Now, the first thing that we have to tell all you about is that the Traffic Department of the Royal Grenada Police Force, they want to notify the general public that a section of the Jones Road, that is the portion of the road between Mount Morris and Happy Hill in St. George, is broken. Now, this area can be very dangerous, they say, very dangerous. So motorists and pedestrians, you are therefore advised to exercise extreme caution when traversing that area. Now, due to the fragile nature of the road, now they are saying that constant passage of the heavy vehicles may worsen the condition and make the area impassable. Consequently, use of that road by trucks and other heavy vehicles is strictly prohibited. Again, because of the nature of the road currently, the heavy duty vehicles and so on, they're asking you to please, and the trucks and so, please use alternative routes to prevent the rapid deterioration of that portion of road. And the RGPF say that they'd like to apologize for any inconvenience that is caused, and they'd like to thank the general public for your understanding and cooperation in this particular matter. Now, speaking of the police, they've been out. A couple of days ago, they were out serenading in the parishes and so on. They were at Gove and so on. They brought the police band, and they were playing the sax and playing songs with some of their best musicians and singers, of course, as they try to bring a little feeling of Christmas. That's not really the police's responsibility, but they are doing so. And I mean, in terms of the feedback, the response that we hear, Lady Collins, she say, Mikey, you know what? In other countries, you rarely get these things to happen. And we are living in a place where the police make it part of their duty to go into the communities, and make life a little easier and bring that Christmas spirit and joy to communities. So they wanted to, congratulate the RGPF for that. Now, we are moving on. We have other things to tell about police. Ting, but we'll come back to that in a while. Now, here's what. An addendum to the industrial agreement between the Commercial and Industrial Workers Union and the Steele's Auto Supplies Company Limited was signed on Friday, November 25th at the Ministry of Legal Affairs, Labor and Consumer Affairs. Now, the agreement came into focus on April 1st of 2018 until March 31st, 2021, and shall thereafter, they say, renew itself from year to year, subject to 60 days notice in writing of intention to amend by either parties. Now, approximately 50 workers are to benefit from salary increases of 2% every year for the next 3 years of the addendum. Now, in addition to the salary increases, workers in the vehicle sales department, the spare parts division, and the automotive art department, they are to benefit from a commission of 1.5%, 1%, and 1% respectively over the 3 years of the addendum. Now, this is good news again for the workers and for the union. You know what I mean? Making things nice and things like that and pretty. All right. Okay, we're moving on. More accidents. There were accidents on the weekend. A lot of accidents is just happening. Accidents. The thing is, Grenada is known to have accidents on the road, but for some reason it seems like there are more accidents now than before. Well, statistically, there is. All right, there was another one over the weekend. Today alone, I passed 3 accidents on one trip. 3 accidents, to a point where I saw there was a lady in the road in the vicinity of the Botanical Gardens gas station, and there was a bus there that was part of another passenger bus that was part of that accident. You know, so it's happening. It's just so much. And so the Royal Grenada Police Force, they are saying that they are implementing additional measures to curb speeding on the nation road and to curb all sort of other infractions when it comes to people violating road traffic laws. In fact, there's one businessman, Captain Harris, he's offering to the Royal Grenada Police Force an incentive for the police officer who gives the most tickets during the Yuletide season, particularly for people who are driving without driver's license and those who are creating infractions. You understand? So that is now the corporate community getting involved in trying to curb, the road traffic infractions. All right. Let's see how that one will go. Now, they're saying that speeding is one of the issues that they're seeing. People are driving above the speed limits. All right. Now, they're saying, according to the traffic laws, drivers are allowed to drive at the speed of up to 20 miles per hour, particularly in the town of St. George. Outside of St. George is 35 miles per hour for public service vehicles and 40 miles per hour for private vehicles. All right, Section 58 of the Road Traffic Act states that drivers can be fined 1,000 EC dollars or sentenced up to 12 months imprisonment for speeding. What's breaking the internet? One of the biggest stories we can tell you about is that the entertainer Shane Edwards, aka Suki, who was in Grenada to perform on the weekend's concert, well, he was locked up. He's actually a Dominican. Well, at first he was arrested, brought into police custody, kept there overnight until his court case this morning. Following the court case this morning, he was remanded to Her Majesty's prison. And he's to return to court on the 1st of December. His attorney is Peter David. You understand? It is, he's been accused of a crime of a sexual nature. 1 count of indecent assault. You understand? So that one interesting, boy. So he was picked up and brought to court, and they had then brought, well, bail denied, and he was sent up to His Majesty's prison today.
But yeah, man, let me tell you what. Did you know the matter on today?
So that's him right there, you know, while he made his court appearance. You understand? So, yep. Well, then, another thing surfaced as well. He was also captured entertaining police officers while in police custody.
Big up the whole massive, big up Kiki. Big up the whole massive. Big up the whole massive, baby. Big up Kiki, baby. I mean, come on. Wow, wow, wow. We been eating for breakfast. She tried to make me break fast, but I ate my power break fast. She tried to make me break fast, but I ate my power breakfast.
So that's the guy. Apparently, that's the guy. Okay. So I hope, you know, we get somebody to check his, you know. Make sure you're alright. You understand? Just make sure you're alright. You know, that he understands the consequences of everything. You understand? Because what I find is, yeah. Okay. So, what I find, I didn't watch all the comments and I neglect all the tonight, you know. No. Let me see what all is saying there. Okay. Yeah, because you know what I find? I don't know. Something don't seem right with the dude. If you ask me. You know what I mean? So yeah, game checked out. You know what I mean? Game checked out. And just to make sure ting, you know? And let me see what all is saying there. Yeah, I don't know. I just find it. Yeah, that's fine. Give me a kind of give me like a Shatariki-ish kind of vibes. You know what I mean? So maybe. You know what I mean? So yeah, check him out. You know what I mean? Just to be safe. You understand? I do not know that he might be fully Catholic. Anyway, let talk. And if that's not the case, or if that's the case that is not, you know, an assessment needs to be done. And then, you know, anyway, just to make sure that you're being fair to the whole thing. Anyway, let lead that talk. Because I see some people write up a whole heap of business on the business about the business. You know what I mean? So we're moving on. So, right, the police do that. The next thing, we have to tell all how we looking for time. We have time to talk some business on the business? Somebody says something wrong. Something wrong. Okay. Oh yeah! Boy! This weekend was no ordinary weekend. It was football action as we move on a little bit. Alright? Them top teams come out blazing guns in the Wagiti Super Knockout Tournament. From the semi-final round of the 12th annual Wagiti Super Knockout Tournament, we had the big teams. So there was the Hard Rock SC coming up against Montreach SC. That game ended 3-0 in favor of Hard Rock. You understand? And then the second game, the next one, no, there was Hurricane SC and Paradise FC International. That was like a final in itself, you know. By football in all football. So when it was full time, Hurricane SC 2, Paradise FC International 2. So it's no penalty. Well, that too was a nail-biting encounter. Turned out, Hurricanes 3, Paradise 4. You understand? So then Paradise International, FC International advanced to the final. You understand? So there we have it. So the third place playoff would be between Hurricane Sports Club and Montreach Sports Club, and the final would be Hard Rock Sports Club versus Paradise FC International. That will be bad. All right, that's going to be on the 3rd of December. Oh yeah, we're moving on. Oh, we're looking for time. Have a nice peaceful tell. Let me see if I can get a picture on the business. No! A solar lighting company. It has made a contribution to the people of Carriacou and the Petite Martinique. Classic Caribbean Lighting, a Grenada-based company owned and operated by Kayak Bon, Ricky Bidot. He presented the Minister for Carriacou and Petite Martinique Affairs and Local Government, Honorable Tevin Andrew, with different solar lights to be utilized by the ministry. You understand? You don't hear these things happening all the time. They get solar fan, they get light, they get all kind of business. You understand? The Classic Caribbean Lighting, they recently staged a solar expo in Carriacou, the first of its kind to be held there. You understand? So they're doing things. So all you check out the business. A lot of the support businesses like that. You know, the businesses who are giving back to the community, and so yeah, you have to support them. Oh yeah. Grenada has been getting a lot of rain lately, and so that has resulted in landslides, floods, rockfall, and so on. And we have a resident, just before coming on the program, they sent me this and said, Mikey, just tell people to be very careful in the Woodford area. This big rock came down in that area, so they want people, you know, who are accustomed to the road, you know, you just drive like you know, muscle memory kind of vibe. Just be a little more vigilant when in that area, because you would find that there are things that you did not leave there yesterday. You understand? There were a lot of that over the weekend. In fact, you know, even in my community, there were trees and things that fell, and you know, residents had to come out and get it, you know, removed and so on. We have a lot of that happening. Again, the soil is very saturated. We've been getting days and days of rain. Some days are more intense than others, but it's consistent days of rain. So the soil tired and they're giving in, you know what I mean? And so that is a result of it. In Trinidad and Tobago, they are not that lucky, because we get sometimes the same quantity of rain, but sometimes I think Trinidad even get it more than us, if you ask me. Heavier than us. And Trinidad's a little flatter in a lot of the areas than us. And so they had to endure a lot of flooding. And some communities were underwater up to about 5 feet. You understand? Yesterday was crazy. Even today, schools out, affected by flood waters.
At 7:45 this morning, the Trinidad and Tobago Meteorological Office elevated the adverse weather alert to orange. Across the country, the rain continued and watercourses, both major and minor, breached their banks. At Madras Road, some residents were rescued after the water rose to 5 feet in some areas. Meanwhile, in Springlands Avenue, Valsayn South, several families also had to be evacuated. At 12:30 p.m., the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Management indicated that the El Carmen River had reached 101% of its capacity. It also noted that the Caroni River was at 81% of its capacity at 8:51 a.m., but by the afternoon, the river had breached its banks in the Caroni-Savannah Road area. The agency reported scores of landslips across the country, with incidents of flooding and fallen trees affecting residents in several areas. Schools in Trinidad will remain closed on Monday. The announcement was made by the Ministry of Education via press release on Sunday evening. The race noted that this decision was made as a safety precaution based on weather conditions, which have persisted over the last few hours, the projected overnight rainfall, and the present levels of major rivers. The ministry says guidance was received from the Trinidad and Tobago Meteorological Office and the Ministries of Rural Development and Local Government and Works and Transport on riverine levels and flooding. Schools are expected to reopen on Tuesday, November 29th, except where cleanup operations in schools may be necessary. Parents are advised that in such cases, they will be advised by the school's principals directly.
All right, thank you very much there for that report. Now let's take a trip over to St. Lucia, where we find that first responders of the fire services and the Royal St. Lucia Police Force warns that the recent violent crime rate is taking a psychological toll on its personnel. And they're even asking each other to look out for each other, owing to the rising crimes there.
An exacting toll has been brought to bear on first responders of both the law enforcement and emergency services, who are often first on the scene of gruesome incidents and are tasked with administering aid to injured victims and consoling grieving loved ones.
It's taken a tremendous toll on our officers. As you may well know, the numbers in terms of the manpower is not really where we want it to be at this juncture, but those officers that we have on duty are really stretched thin, and it's taking a toll on our officers.
The mental health of police officers is always an issue, and we have certain things in place to assist officers in, but more can be done.
For the men and women of law enforcement, there has been headway in some criminal investigations, but the spate of violent crimes, like homicides, persist. Police Welfare Association Vice President Azariah Faswa is aware of the calls from certain circles for a return of something akin to the ill-fated Operation Restore Confidence. The crackdown was a tactical success, but a strategic blunder, which had dire consequences for the RSLPF and its human rights record.
Well, Operation Restore Confidence had its purpose and it worked out well, so we have plans in place and we'll be working with those plans.
Faswa advises that fellow officers remain on guard to protect themselves and the citizenry.
Be more vigilant, be on the alert, support each another. We know the time is getting tough, crime is on the rise, there's a surging in homicides and robberies and burglaries. So be on the lookout and let us continue working towards that strategy we have in place for the Christmas.
Assistant Divisional Officer in the St. Lucia Fire Service, Jermaine William, says the department has shored up its psychosocial support services to help first responders cope with the stress of the traumatic crime scenes.
We have recognized that, and as such we are in the process of putting additional measures in place to deal with the psychological effects that such responses have on our officers. So we have moved from a case-by-case basis to a situation where we have continuous assessment of those officers in question, because we understand that the effects may not only be short-term but permanent as well.
Both institutions say personnel are being stretched beyond their limits, warning that the current state of play requires urgent attention as the nation grapples over the past 6 years with unprecedented violent crime rates, which began with the 60 homicides recorded back in 2017. Solange Alfred, HTS News Force.
All right, Swoosh, and that's it right there for that. And I see that we're running out of time. Before we go to that Jamaica boy, well, they are among some other countries that is recorded in a report from some sort of data leak. Now, in other words, they're saying that there's been a WhatsApp data leak. And there's this hacking site that has published some of the countries whose numbers that they have, and they are offering those numbers for sale. And I understand, I guess, much sales so that people can market those numbers or whatever they can do with the numbers. Not that they can take your number away from you, but they can channel information to you. You know, they're saying that's among, it's just about 84 countries, and there are millions of numbers that's involved in that data leak. In fact, that this is being reported by several reputable news agencies. Folks, allow me to take a little break and come back. Let me drink some water and a business, and we are coming back shortly. And when I come back, what we'll have for you is a national report and the weather.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are superb distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at here, basically a whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise. They will help you as they help us.
Hey everyone, season's greetings from all of us at Allied Laboratories, and a special thank you to our Grenville family. We are celebrating 1 year of serving you.
Fit for life and allied laboratories, providing quality care and expertise. Fit for life and allied laboratories, see our in-house doctors and our pharmacies. Get expert care and quality tests. When it comes to your health, you deserve the best. Fit for life and allied laboratories, we're taking care of Grenada.
Infinite Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
Gifts of love with trade, bringing love for you this year. Communion showing that we care. With gifts of love with
It's your Gifts of Love for Cheer 2.0. 'Tis the season for holly jolly days at the communal. It's all about sharing the warmth of this season with those you love. Getting on this special loan, taking advantage of great interest rates with no principal payments until January 2023. Share the gift of love. Make it a merrier Christmas with the communal. Exciting prizes for members throughout the promotion. For we are your Santa this Christmas. Offer ends January 31st, 2023. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Batteries. All roads lead to Quality Services Limited for the best deals on batteries for all applications: cars, SUVs, pickups, buses, medium and heavy duty trucks, construction equipment, generators, boats, and more. European made with the highest amps and comes with a 12 months warranty. Yes, you heard it right. 1 year with the best quality and price. Quality Services Limited for the best deals on batteries. First left of the Lansopines Road. Call 444-4323 or WhatsApp 410-8070 or 405-7010. Quality Services Limited for all batteries.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Anywhere at any time and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
Police cautions truck drivers to refrain from passing through the Montmorris Public Road onto the Jones Road as parts of the Jones Road begin to deteriorate. We'll have details to this story and more in the National Report.
Prepare for hurricane. Prepare for hurricane. Make sure you have your radio and your batteries too. Waterproof flashlight candles will do. Tin stuff, garbage bag, first aid kit. Come on people, make sure you have it. Clean water in a container and a hurricane plan. Hear me no man.
Hurricane damage is beyond your control. Surviving the aftermath is up to you. Have a hurricane plan. It can save your life and your family too.
Prepare for hurricane. Your hair, prepare for hurricane.
Welcome back. With the details to the news for Monday, November 28th, 2022, I am Sherry-Ann Noel. The Traffic Department of the Royal Grenada Police Force is very concerned with the non-adherence of truck drivers who continue to ignore the traffic signs posted at the entrance to Montmorris. The signs clearly state no trucks allowed and they should not use the Montmorris Public Road onto Jones Road exiting at Happy Hill. Over the weekend, the police headquarters issued a public notice citing sections of the road that are now broken, which can become extremely dangerous. Head of the Traffic Department, Inspector Randall Batiste, in an interview with the GIS on Monday, says due to the fragile nature of the road, constant passage of heavy vehicles may worsen conditions, which will result in the area becoming impassable.
We want to, from a Royal Grenada Police Force standpoint, we want to re-emphasize and remind the truck drivers that this road is totally forbidden to trucks. There is a police notice there that clearly states no trucks allowed. We continue to see truck drivers breach that notice, and I want to let the truck drivers know more than ever the RGPF will be strongly enforcing the no trucks allowed notice up there, taking into consideration the safety of persons along that road, taking into consideration the further damages that these trucks can contribute to that road, knowing besides Grenvilleville, Willis, that's the only route for buses traversing along the western corridor.
Inspector Batiste says if truck drivers continue to disobey the traffic warning, the results will be dire for both residents and motorists.
It's very important that truck drivers comply with this notice. Those of you who were not doing so before, it is more than needed now, taking into consideration the situation, the present situation of the road and what you can contribute further to causing more damage to that road. Just to remind drivers that it is an offense for anyone who fails to comply with an indication given by a traffic sign or traffic notice. In that situation, the sign there, it's a notice saying no trucks allowed. If someone fails to comply with that notice, they can be ticketed, they can be charged, or they can be arrested. We really, as a law enforcement agency, we really don't want it to reach to that stage where we have to charge persons or arrest persons, but the only how that cannot happen if we get full compliance from all truck drivers.
The other alternative route will be through the Grenville-Vale, New Hampshire route, as the Moncuma Road is not yet complete.
Anyone that is observed committing such offense, we will definitely give you the full ambits of the law, because we take this very serious based on the present situation now in regards to that road. What was done thus far, because it's only as recent as yesterday, Sunday, it was brought to my attention. We went there, we put a cone, but I would have reached out to the relevant authority, meaning the CTO, Chief Technical Officer of the Ministry of Works, and she gave me all assurance they will step in and do what is required to ensure that drivers are given early notice and warning and assess the situation and take the necessary steps to remedy it.
Moving along, Labour Commissioner Mrs. Valerie Thomas on Friday witnessed her first signing of a collective agreement at the Ministry of Labour conference room since taking up the job as Labour Commissioner on November 3, 2022. An addendum to the industrial agreement between the Commercial and Industrial Workers Union and Steele's Auto Supplies was signed last Friday, November 25th. The agreement came into force as of April 1st, 2018 until March 31st, 2021, and will thereafter renew itself from year to year subject to 60 days notice in writing of intention to amend by either party.
It's a pleasure to be part of that signing where both parties had sat and negotiated in good faith. And to continue to keep that peace, the industrial peace within the organization, so that the organization, both parties can grow. Many of the workers at the Steele's Auto Supplies can enjoy a good and terms and conditions of employment, and likewise you can get the best out of your workers.
Approximately 50 workers are to benefit from salary increases of 2% every year for the 3 years of the addendum. George Mason is the president of the Commercial and Industrial Workers Union, bargaining agent for the workers at Steele's Auto.
We have had over 20-something years of good industrial relations. I think it's only twice in recent times we have got to the Labour Commissioner. But we have to admit that we are not satisfied with his recommendation, but we agreed. It is a 3-year agreement. 3-year agreement, and it covers 6% for the 3 years, 2% each year.
Jonathan Steele, General Manager at Steele's Auto Supplies, signed on behalf of the company.
We allow ourselves to always have discussions with the union, following our procedures, having our discussions, and ensuring that while we're doing that, we do not damage the employees and the company and our relationship with the community, because our most important thing is to get to a resolution. And being a small nation, many times when things happen, we have to realize that we must discuss it, do the proper procedures, and get to a proper agreement where we can ensure that employees are happy and the company is happy, and there is longevity between both.
Mrs. Thomas is the first woman to serve as Labour Commissioner in Grenada and brings a wealth of knowledge and experience to the position, having worked extensively in the field of labour relations. A call to unite against gender-based violence. This is the wake of this year's observance of 16 days of activism against gender-based violence. The period November 25th to December 10th holds 2 significant dates. November 25th is observed as International Day Against Violence Against Women, and December 10th is International Human Rights Day. Women in the Caribbean, according to the National Prevalence Survey on Intimate Partner Violence, shows women ages 15 to 64 experience some form of violence in their lives. Senator the Honorable Gloria Thomas, Minister of State with responsibility for social development and gender affairs, says we must unite if we are to experience change.
Unfortunately, we are living in a time where there is an epidemic of crime against our women and children. It is a multifaceted problem needing a multidisciplinary approach, and we are all called to action to address this pressing national issue that affects all of us. We must remain resolute in our fight to end gender-based violence against our women and girls.
Based on a survey conducted in Grenada in 2018, at least 64% of women experience physical and or sexual intimate partner violence. Senator said in this light, efforts must be intensified.
In 2018, the Women's Health and Life Experience Survey conducted in Grenada indicated that the lifetime prevalence of physical and or sexual intimate partner violence is 29%. This speaks to an alarming situation that 1 in every 4 Grenadian women has suffered physical violence at some point in their life. It heralds the call for us to continue to intensify our efforts and move swiftly towards achieving a nation free of abuse of all forms. Our collective action must be accelerated. We need gatekeepers in communities across our nation. No space should be receptive to hiding perpetrators. We need perpetrators' accountability. We need to be more responsible in the media landscape, as the media is critical in shaping minds, particularly our young minds, the future of our dear nation.
Observance for 16 days of activism kicked off on November 25th and will end on December 10th. This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
The Division of Culture within the Ministry of Education, Youth, Sports and Culture presents its end-of-year concert, showcasing talents from various schools and community groups. Join us at 5:30 p.m. on Wednesday, November 30th at the Grenada Trade Center to experience cultural expressions through the art of dance, music, choral speaking and so much more. Admission $5, children, adults 10. Support the future of culture at the Division of Culture's end-of-year concert, a concert showcasing the best of Grenada's emerging talents. See you there.
Welcome back. Motorists are urged to drive within the stipulated speed limits and at speeds that one can control on the nation's road. This as the RGPF Traffic Department was called to address a number of vehicular accidents on the weekend. Head of the Traffic Department, Inspector Randall Batiste, says the RGPF will be stepping up its operations, especially in areas where accidents are known to occur. Inspector Batiste says the statistics are alarming at this time and some just don't seem to understand the term due care and caution.
This is becoming a great concern for our GPF because, as you rightfully said, we continue to inform the public as to the dangers of speeding and reminding them as to the speed limit that they're supposed to be driving under. So we just want to ask of the motoring public again to drive within the speed limit, realizing that speeding could only contribute to serious accidents. Person's life can be lost and so forth, and this could be a real problem for us from our GPF standpoint. We will be stepping up our operations with reference to those accident-prone areas where we realize speeding is the contributing factor. We will step up our game in having regular speed checks in that area to see how much we can curb the drivers that are speeding on our roads. But we want to encourage drivers. We look forward to your compliance as it relates to driving within the speed limit.
And finally in the news, there is only a few days left in an online ICT survey currently being circulated among secondary schools across the island to evaluate the extent of internet coverage and the state of telecommunications in Grenada. It is being administered by the National Telecommunications Regulatory Commission through the Ministry of Education, Youth, Sports and Culture and ends on Friday, December 2nd. It is a household survey which shall be completed by the head of the household, and principals are expected to share the relevant information with parents and guardians. There is also a digital flyer with a clickable link attached and a direct link to survey www.ntrc.gd/survey. This ministry encourages everyone within the target audience to fully participate in the exercise. And with that story, we come to the end of the National Report for Monday, November 28th, 2022. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Sherry-Ann Noel, thanking you for viewing.
Thank you very much, Sherry-Ann, and the rest of the GIS News team. We are about to tell you what the weather will be like, and then we pick up a few people on the program. Now, the weather is being submitted by the Met Office. So what we can tell you is that the weather for today and tonight expected to be generally fair, slightly hazy and breezy. Tonight's minimum temperature 25.5 degrees Celsius. Now winds northeasterly to east northeasterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas moderate with 4 to 6 feet in open waters. And for Tuesday, we can tell you that the weather is expected to be generally fair, slightly breezy and windy, becoming partly cloudy at times with few brief overnight showers. Max temperature 30.5 degrees Celsius and a minimum 25.5. Winds northeasterly to east northeasterly at 15 to 25 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. Seas slight to moderate, waves 3 to 5 feet in open waters. And that, my friends, is our weather report for tonight and tomorrow. We see that we have quite a bit of you tuned in on YouTube, so we want to say hello to our YouTube viewers. The pleasure is mine. So Anya, Suzanne, Suzette, who else? Tonya, Angel, it's Clovey, Glenora, and Michelle, and the others who are currently on YouTube. We say hello to you. We're happy that you're there. Similarly, we would like to say hello to those of you who are on Facebook, those of you who are chatting, and even those of you who are not. So we have Jacinta. Hello, Jacinta, Kireen, and Shireen, and Bermuda, Javar, and the sharing committee, Cynthia. Who else is with us? Did I say Barbara? Barbara. Eloise. Hello from me to you, the folks out there in the Guave, Republic Bank Guave. Hello to you guys. Claire. Who else? Delian, Liz, and who else? Everybody else with us, man. Blessings, 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 Javar and Pingling. And all the sharers. Yes, I. Blessings, blessings, Kirin. All the walking. All right, Kirin. So blessings. I see your walk. All right. So, I mean, everyone, thank you. Those of you who are commenting and everything like that, I would like to say hello to you guys. Hello, hello, hello. All right. Just know that I love and appreciate every one of you. Every one of you, you know. You guys are just amazing. And so I would like to say hello to you guys. And I wish that all the best will be with you and your family. All right. So I'm looking forward to you guys being around tomorrow again, where we're going to have another program and we're going to talk about some other businesses on the business. All right. So blessings, blessings, blessings. Yvonne, what's going on? Yeah, I see you there, Yvonne. Yes. So hello, Eunice, what's going on? Tracy, Erlin, Salian, Adonna, Stephanie. Yes, Kirin, I realize all the thing on the share. Well, maybe Facebook fix the thing. We will find out. Bernadette, Monet, I like how that song. Sir Mikey. Yeah, that song's good. That song's good. Hey, Kathian, Pearl, Marion, how are you? And Jane and Michelle, Cindy and Tracy. I said Claire, right? And Velma, Della, yes, Della, Wagwan, Della, and Lorna. How do you pronounce that one, Shiba? Kunchi? How do you pronounce that, Shiba? Chrissy? I don't know. Letters are silent in the pronunciation of the name. I don't know. So, but that's a nice name anyway. It's unique. All right. Who else is with us? That is it? Okay, so cool. All right. Tracy and the others. Right, what she says, Eunice, you good? Okay. Oh, yes, Andre Fletcher. Happy birthday to Andre Fletcher. Yeah. Big up my brethren, Andre Fletcher. It's your birthday today, so big up. All right. So, yes, just know that I love from the bottom of my heart and appreciate you guys a whole lot. And you just have to know that when somebody commits to being there for you or being there with you, don't take that for granted, because you don't find that easily anywhere. You don't find that easily. So if you find you find somebody's in your corner, Adela, when you find somebody in your corner, cherish and value them, because that doesn't come very easy. And that applies to every one of you. Life is short. Sometimes you're talking to them now, they're always there for you. You take them for granted, boom. You get a call, hey, you don't hear what happened to, whatever, whoever, Edilian, you don't hear what going on, ting. You get to realize that somebody that you've been close to died, and you didn't get a chance to do your best when it comes to showing them the kind of appreciation that you have for them. You know what I mean? So yeah, cool. What is the name of the... Why? Hey, Celine, people asking me what's the name of our second child. Wait until we do the christening thing now. Why is that one all up? Don't push me in the dog. The christening will be soon. In a couple weeks' time, we'll be christening him into his name. But I'm sure you guys can guess what his name is going to be. I mean, so the big boy, the first, his name is Mikey Nathaniel Hutchinson. What do you think the second child name is going to be? Come on. Think along the line. Somebody must be able to guess. Jacinta, somebody must be able to guess that. First child is Mikey Nathaniel Hutchinson. The second child will be, all right? So, yeah. I've been keeping it a secret for a long time. It's like a mystery. The name is Mikey Jr. the second. No. We don't even call my son Junior because he's not. His name is Mikey Nathaniel Hutchinson. So we don't call him Junior. I mean, some people call, but we don't call him Junior because he's not a Junior. He's Mikey Hutchinson. Mikey Nathaniel Hutchinson. Somebody say Nathaniel Hutchinson. Come on, Kirin. Nathaniel Mikey Hutchinson. No. Jane says Mike. Okay. Kamina says Mike. Stacy says Nathaniel. I'm going, give me the two names. Somebody says, Lorna says Michael. Give me the two names. So there's going to be, forget about the Hutchinson. What's going to be the first and second name? If anybody get it right, in one try, I'm giving you something. I'm getting all sorts of things. I want somebody to give me the first and second name in one try. The first person, I've seen all kinds of things. Give me the first person to give me the full thing. I give him some credit. And Rina, do we have more Mikey Live wine there? If we have Mikey Live wine, I'll give them. I'll give out Mikey Live wine too. Michael, Nathan. No, Kirin. Try again. Pearl. What? Jano? Nathan? Michael, Nathan. Della. The first person to give me the full name. We're getting some close. Nathan, Mikey Hutchinson, Delian, no. Delian, you're getting cold. Delian, you're getting cold. I think you probably would have had it already. Stacy, Mike, Nat, Alicia. What is your twin brother's name? My twin brother's name is Michael. Mike, Nat, Alicia. Some people are going cold. Close. Della Fletcher says Michael, Nathan. Mikey and Mike. Liz Myers. I need the full name. Liz, I need the full Michael. I need the full name of the second. Don't give me the. I just need the. We are talking about the second boy's name. What will his name be? And I see some people are coming really close, really close. But you guys are mixing up. Mikey, no money. People have said the names been flying over in different orders. Mike, Nate Hutchinson. Kirin, Mike, Nathan. Alicia Brown. You're correct. So his name is going to be Mike Nathan Hutchinson. And the other one is Mikey Nathaniel Hutchinson. Okay? So Stacy, Tracy, you were a little behind. You were a little behind Alicia Brown. So Alicia Brown, please send me a private message. Or Kirin, can you take Alicia's information and we will give Alicia some credit. Kirin, can you get Alicia's number and Coxey Harold. Sital, oh come on. You know that's not gonna happen. Sital, you know that's not gonna happen. Carol. What? Harold? Nah, we have to keep the names similar. Alicia got it. Alicia was bang on target. Kitten, Alicia was bang on target. Some others were saying it in a mix-up order, but yes. So we plan on naming him Mike Nathan Hutchinson and the other Mikey Nathaniel Hutchinson. All right. So yeah. Somebody say share it. Kirin, okay. Talk to Kirin, those who get it right. Kirin, you organize your stuff. All right, Kirin. Kirin, so what we're going to do, see who's gotten it correct, and we're going to send the information. Kieran, you decide who is going to be getting credit tonight in terms of those who are right. Okay? Those who are right, Kieran, and probably we'll see, probably we could split up the credit. So instead of giving one person $30 credit, you can give 3 persons 10 each. However you decide to do, Kieran, organize the numbers. You decide and send me the numbers, and I'll do the credit accordingly. All right? Jane, you're slow on that one, man. Jane, you know? So, yeah. You know, I kind of like thought that we should kind of keep it, you know, kind of close and similar. You know, they look alike. They behave alike. So yeah. So then, if Mikey doesn't decide to do Mikey Live, and he decides he wants to be a police officer, then Mike is going to be doing Mikey Live. If he too decides to be something other than this, well, I guess as much 2 of them will be finding a place to stay. You know, they'll have to find a place to stay, cause you know what I mean? I can't tell you what to do, but I could decide who lives under my roof. So if you want to choose a particular career that is totally contrary to what's happening here, that's you. That's fine. You know, I support you from a distance, you know? I'm putting all the other word forward. From the time I start to tell me things contrary, you know, I'm starting to prepare for it, you know what I mean? My mother put me out early. I see, you know what I mean? My mother put me out early. So, you know, I'll keep that tradition alive. My mother put me out because I refused to cut my hair. Not because I was being disrespectful to my mom, but I wanted my mom to understand boundaries. Yeah? And so I told her I didn't want to cut my hair, and she insisted that if I didn't cut my hair, she's going to put me out. So what I did is I did not cut my hair, but what I did is when she came home, I made sure I prepared about a 5-course meal to say, Mom, I'm going to stand my ground. But I want you to know that I love and appreciate you still. It's not about me disrespecting you, but I want you to see that I can be who I'm meant to be, who you would like me to be, without cutting my hair. I want you to respect boundaries because, yes, you're my mom, but I'm now 18 years old. So I can make that decision on my own. So she came home and she called the world and she told the world, oh, how Mikey did that and how he could cook and how he cooked all of that and he cooked this and he did that and oh boy, that food tastes good. But at the end of the day, my clothes were still outside. And so she put me out. And I had to be on my own from then to now because here I am. You know, I'm still with my hair. But so she got what she wanted in putting me out. And I got what I wanted in maintaining my hair. Yes? So who says we cannot all get what we want? It's just being prepared to deal with the consequences that comes with that. You know? She was prepared to deal with the consequences and I was just the same. So we both held our grounds. Yes, I do not hate my mom. I still love my mom for standing up for what she believed was right at the time and trying to make the right decision because she was worried that the stigma that will be placed on me just entering into the world of work is going to be one that's unnecessary if I maintain my hair. After working so hard to go through school and then now having my hair being what comes between the way of me getting a job, and my mom was not going to let that happen. And for me, I'm like, okay, people need to respect, you know, that personal choice. And if they choose not to hire me, then that's fine. But that wasn't the case. I was still hired with my hair, you know, at WFM Radio 20 years ago. And still I'm standing. Yeah, so that's a story for you. You know, sometimes you stand your ground. You know, yeah. All right, so folks, that's it. May God bless you and the family. I usually have a lot of fun. That's the funnest part of the program when we just, you know, kick back and have some fun at the end of the program. So again, thank you guys for being, you know, as superb as you are. And I'm looking forward to chatting with you guys tomorrow again. All right, let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we all say, Ja! No! Somebody say, haha, so you give us your age. Well, if you're that good in mathematics, well, kudos to you. All right? If you're that good at maths, well, kudos to you. Guys, take care. May God bless you. I had fun with you tonight. Hope that we can do that again tomorrow, God's willing. Take care. Have a good one.